Hi, this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. And we usually every day, Monday through Friday, are hopping on to do a positive, peaceful affirmation. And where we love to chat about positive affirmations, music therapy, and essential oils and aromatherapy. This week and next week, we're taking a little bit of a vacation because it's been BOGO week, and the first 3 days of this week were BOGO. This is what I thought would serve us well. In Dr. Susan Lawton's book, I think she goes, and um, I'll put I'll put the real stats in the that are just in that book. Um, so on the days this week and next week, on the days when we don't have BOGO, I thought it'd be better to it would serve us all better if I'm talking about one of the essential oils that's not in the book, so that you can get to know a few more of the oils. Um, that said, we have another change. So usually, if you've been following me at all, you know that I usually am teaching you about the physical, the emotional aspects. Do you want the physical? And the physical aspects of the oils one at a time. So like one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. Then we're still going to be following her affirmations and her music therapy, but on Thursday and Friday of those weeks, we will go into one of those oils that's not mentioned in the book. So you can just kind of think of Thursday and Friday as like bonus info when it comes to essential oils. Okay, is that everything that I needed to tell you? I think that it is. Okay, so and I thought we'd just go through some of the oils that were not mentioned in the book alphabetically. So we are going to start with black spruce. Now, I wish you could be here because it is such a beautiful oil. It comes it comes from the black spruce tree, and which is a North American species of spruce tree in the pine family, and it is widespread across Canada. In fact, it's found in all 10 of Canada's provinces, and it's all and in all three Arctic territories. And its range extends into the northern parts of the United States, in Alaska, and in the Great Lakes region. So you're kind of getting a feel about where does this black spruce tree live. And then, so I wish you could be here to smell this. This oil, I just had to bit how black spruce makes you feel when you smell it. You just want to just slow down, just completely savor the experience. Anyway, if you've never smelled it, go ahead and get some black spruce. I think you're gonna love it. So here are some of the physical benefits. Well, I'm gonna have the music therapy and the affirmation at the end. Yeah, on BOGO weeks, we're just gonna be a little bit backwards. Okay, so the physical aspects of black spruce is it's very analgesic and anti-inflammatory. So when I'm saying analgesic, anti-inflammatory, I want you, like, our brains just automatically go to, oh, this is good for pain and discomfort. And it is. It's good for bone pain. It's good for aching joints. It's good for when sore muscles need relaxing and rejuvenating. It is so amazingly helpful when you're just getting a massage. You can just put a couple drops into, like, even a tablespoon of coconut oil, olive oil, whatever your favorite massage oil is, and then just massage that in. Put on some of your favorite soothing music. I love classical music with the ocean sounds. Some people love classical music with the rain, thunderstorm sounds. So whatever you love, put on your favorite relaxing music, and try a black spruce massage. If you haven't ever had one, I think you're in for a real treat. It's great for in the bath too. So you can, if you wanted to relax, or if you have some achy muscles, maybe you've exercised a lot, maybe you've just been on your feet like the whole day. Whatever it is, just put like 5 drops into, I always like a quarter cup. Some people love a whole cup of salts. Make sure you take your water with you into the bathroom, whatever, so that you're drinking your water while you're soaking. Whenever you take an Epsom salt bath, it's super good to make sure that you're hydrating your body, but those Epsom salts are just going to help you relax. The deep blue, I have deep blue on my mind. The black spruce is going to help your mind relax, help your body relax. It's going to be a beautiful experience. So people can love to use it in baths. You can also put it in the sauna, right? And that would be a beautiful scent to add to your sauna experience. So, going into a few more of the physical aspects of black spruce. Now, I love that. So connecting easier breathing to black spruce, and just remembering that any leaf oil helps us in our respiratory system, very supportive to our respiratory system. Okay, black spruce. It can also help balance out our endocrine system, and it's especially beneficial for balancing your thyroid system. So if you don't know what your thyroid system is all about, we have Google or whatever your favorite search engine is where we can learn about that. It's a beautiful oil to be using to benefit your skin health too. So you can mix it into your favorite skincare, and it's great at helping us to have healthy and clear, very clarifying to the complexion, and more youthful looking skin. Now, the emotional, and if you know me, you know I'm often about the emotional benefits of the oil. Caleb, how are we doing on time? I'm on the battery. Good? Okay, perfect. Okay, so when it comes to the emotional support, what I want you to also know is, okay, the oil comes from the leaves, but the leaves are on the tree, right? And every tree oil is balancing and grounding. It's going to bring us back into balance. It's going to help us feel grounded. And it's a very, very protective oil too. When you think grounding, balancing, I want you to think frankincense. I want you to think, what are some other, Douglas fir and Siberian fir, very grounding, balancing protective oils. It's very, very calming to the emotions. And again, I wish that our technology was such that you could just hit a little bit, and then this beautiful black spruce oil would come diffusing out. But unfortunately, we can't do that. I have a son. His name is Marshall, and he's always like, "Mom, can you send me some more of those tree oils?" Because he loves to put them in the diffuser, and just having that sense of walking through the forest. When's the last time you walked through a forest? Now, if you're in a state like Arkansas or Ohio, or if you're in a like, I live in Utah, but we're not like we're up in the mountains where the forests are here. So, but when you start walking through a foresty trail, and it almost seems like within 5 minutes, the cares of the world have just fallen away, and you feel refreshed. And after that lightning not lightning, but like the lightning of the spirit comes, then there's a sense of hope, and a sense that everything is going to be okay. That is the sense that I feel you're going to get from black spruce. Very calming, very grounding to our emotions. Black spruce can also, another benefit emotionally is that it helps to balance out, think balance, the giving and taking. Some of us are great at giving. And some of us are great at receiving, right? But we need to have that give and take, that flow of love and concern and kindness in every relationship. If a relationship is just one way, like, that's not a relationship. So it helps to balance out the give and flow. If we tend to be the takers, maybe it'll help us to be a little bit more giving. And if we tend to be the ones that are more giving, maybe it'll help us to be a little bit more authentic with our own needs and ask for what we want, right? There's that beautiful scripture, ask and you will receive. I don't think that's just something that God does for us, although I think he definitely does do that. But I think is that when we ask people, like, even if they don't want to do it right away, it plants the seed. And I think if eventually, if we keep asking, I think our needs will to not let start learning stories about our ancestors, we realize that they went through hard things and they got through it, and they even thrived. Even in the midst of hard things, they were able to thrive. And so are we. When we think our parents had hard times, they got through. Um, but another thing, when we're talking about resilience, black spruce is also really good for people. Maybe it's us, maybe it's someone else that we know and love, that seem to flit to a project, and then they flit to another project, and they flit to another project, and then they flit to another project, and they don't stick in any project enough to get to where the payoff is, to where the reward is, right? Like maybe they take up playing piano, but they quit before they can really play well. Or maybe they take up cooking, but they're like, you know. And so when we flip from object to object, it's like we're starting to make the cake, but we never like put it in the oven. Or if we put it in the oven, we forget to take it out, right? So we don't get the payoff. So if that's describing you, if you tend to be a flitter, and which is not even a word, but there you go. If Shakespeare can create words, I can create words too, right? We can all create words. Anyway, so if you tend to be a flitter, black spruce might help be something to help you stay calm, stay focused, stay grounded, and stick to a project long enough so you get the payoff, you get the reward, you get to see the fruit of your efforts. So, black spruce's Latin name is, well, I forget what the first part of the name is. It basically means like spruce tree, but then it's Mariana. So the name of the type of spruce is Mariana. And so the reason I like to say that is because it helps me remember that black spruce too is a nurturing oil. It helps to bring out the nurturing side of us. And when we're nurturing ourselves, when we're nurturing others, the world is a happier place. It tends to, so it's also, if you tend to just stay on the surface of things, you don't really dive deep into things, maybe you don't want to dive deep into your emotions. Maybe you don't want to dive deep into looking at problems. Maybe you don't want to dive deep into your studies and kind of what you're studying just doesn't sink in, right? Anyway, but if you tend to be a person who's a little bit more surfacey, maybe black spruce can help you realize the joy of going deep into things. Not staying on the surface of our relationships, deepening your relationship. Not staying on the surface of our relationships with God, deepening our relationship with God. I'm not staying on the surface of our talents, deepening those beautiful talents that we have been given. Okay, and then the two other gifts of black spruce emotional gifts of black spruce essential oil is that it can help us see that life is good and life is for us, and life doesn't happen to us, although sometimes we do think, oh, that happened to me. No, life happens for us, and there's something in every event, there's something in every day that we can learn from, that can help us to become a wiser person, a kinder, more loving person. And so it's good when we're going through things just to remember life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. And what can I learn from this? And maybe on top of that, now that I've learned this, we can all get out and meet and congregate and have that in our life. And there's times of more seclusion, and both have a beauty that we can discover. Okay, black spruce, it blends really good with basically any other tree oil. So you can blend it with frankincense, with Douglas fir, Siberian fir, cypress, right? Get that. I'm walking through a forest with many different trees. Forests don't just have one tree; they have many different types of trees that aid in the experience. And so so blend it with another tree oil, and then blend it with a little bit more of a earthy smelling oil, maybe a turmeric, maybe a vetiver. Very, very earthy smells. Okay. You can blend it with citrus oils. Now, I think most things blend pretty well with citrus oils, They're just like those people those children that just play good with everyone, those adults that everyone likes. Oh, come join the party. Yay, you're here. Let's take it up a notch. Because citrus oils are known for that, for being mood uplifting and just bringing that buoyant, everything's going to be okay energy. So if you want a more uplifting blend, go ahead, blend it with like lemon or lime or tangerine, right? If you want, if you're thinking, if you're getting cabin fever and you just are like, I need something that gives me a little bit more freedom, then blending it with like wintergreen, just like a wintergreen black spruce blend. You can even just call it your freedom blend because you're going to be relaxed. And it's just going to be one that's just going to help kind of like the pain of situations to melt away. And then if you're blending it, maybe you're wanting to hop into the part of your day where it's your scripture study, it's your connection with God type of day. Or if you're just trying to have that connection with God a little bit more throughout the day, you might just blend it with frankincense or myrrh or lycia. And I'm not saying that those oils will connect you more with God, but just saying that maybe that scent, that beautiful scent, will remind you, this is a beautiful scent that I connect with prayer. It's time to pray. Prayer is important. Okay, so spruces are so good, extremely helpful in times of crisis, shock, or trauma, which I think the world has had a lot of lately. And it is, this is another aspect about black spruce. It helps us live in harmony with our cycle. Into our day. And okay, so, and the last thing that I wanted to tell you about black spruce is that it's especially good at helping us release fears. Now, it doesn't really matter what type of fear, again, because it's a super grounding oil, it can help us in releasing the fears, but it's especially good for the generational fears, the generational issues. Like, are you afraid of, I don't know, thunderstorms, and you like have no idea why, but you're afraid of thunderstorms? Or are you afraid of, I don't know, making left-hand turns? I don't even know. But what I'm seeing is, now I know this is a little bit out there, but bear with me for just a minute, and this is just my thoughts. It doesn't have to be your thoughts at all. But what I'm saying is, maybe we don't just inherit our eye color or our hair color or whatever it is from our parents, like our physical appearance. Maybe we inherit part of their emotions too. I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say maybe. And so if there's a chance that we've inherited some of these fears, let's work through them, and let's do the emotional work that we can do to help release the fears and become the link breakers for the fears that really don't serve us. So let's choose fear instead of faith. Okay, and that leads us to, really quick, it's going to lead us to our song for the day and the week, and then our affirmations. But before I get off of black spruce, I want to say the negative emotions that it can help with is feeling unstable, feeling depleted, fearful, exhausted, or having dysfunctional generational patterns Maybe alcoholism is going through the generations. Maybe people that are yelling are going through the generations. Like, who knows what goes through generations? Maybe people pleasing is going through the generations, and so people never stick up for themselves. What I'm saying is that's something that Black Spruce can help us calm down, look at what's that song, put one foot in front of the other. It comes from an old Christmas children's movie, and I will put the link for that song in the comments below. It's a great song to sing anytime. It's put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. Okay, there you go. Another song. So if you're working on if you're one of those that flits from thing to thing and you don't really stay, just keep playing that. And just maybe sometimes people flip from thing to thing because they lose hope in the project that they were doing. I don't know, but I'm here to say that on most things, persistence will get us to our goal. So that song, if you're working on that part, you want to bring Black Spruce into your life for that reason to help with that, then definitely that's a song. Now, if you're working on the issue or the concern of having a lot of fear in your life, then one of my favorite songs for that is and I don't even know what the song is called, but it's like fear and doubt depart when faith steps in. I will find the song. I will put it for you in the comments. So if you want to use Black Spruce to work on that, definitely pair it with a song. Okay, so and then the affirmation that we're doing, that we are concentrating on this entire week, is I hold my road despite outside influences. And Black Spruce fits so good into that, right? It's strong, it's stable, it's balanced, no matter what else is happening in life. And we can be that way too. And then, actually, I think that's everything that I wanted to say. Okay, so this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. Just reminding us all that whatever comes our way, we can, with God, we can make it a great day. Bye-bye.